Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome to Slots and Daggers, which is basically the result of one of the original creators of Islanders, and that's a great start because I love the original Islanders, deciding, yes, instead of making a minimalistic city builder, how about a minimalist roguelike? And specifically, one that you play using a slot machine mechanics, and that's such a wacky idea I just wanted to dive in immediately. So okay, here's the basics. I am going on an epic fantasy adventure to ultimately make it to this giant citadel over here, save the world, kill the evil Dark Lord, etc, etc. And thus we enter the Plains of Pain, and immediately run into Ego, an Egg Knight, though, yes, as I say, we're dealing exclusively with slot machine mechanics here, so the only way I can fight him is by pressing stop to see what pops up. And at this point in the game, it can only be one of three things. So, there we go. Step 1, a shield. Meaning, once I'm done stopping all of these mixture balls, I'm going to get a bit of shielding over here next to my health bar. Alternatively, okay, we've got ourselves a dagger, so that's going to do some damage to him. And finally, this was the third thing that would be ideal right now. It wasn't, it was just 2 attacks. So there's a third thing as well. So there we go. We get a tiny bit of defense, we attack him once, he comes and attacks me, we can see what he's planning to do next over here. But because I got a shield up, yes, I've taken no damage to my health whatsoever. So, shield, and then there we go. That's the third thing. So this doesn't help me in terms of, damaging him, protecting me, but what it does do is provides me with money. So sometimes, yes, it's actually a good thing if you're not actually making progress in a fight. So, stop at the last thing, and there's another attack, and yes, you can see I've now picked up a coin over here. I'm still taking no damage, and okay, coin, and attack. Beautiful. He comes in. This doesn't do any damage to me. That's fine. So, coin, attack. So, yes, once you get into it, this game is very, very fast-paced indeed, because basically, the only control is hitting the stop button. That's all you need to do. Though, if you get lucky, and you get, a perfect match across the 3, obviously, something good happens. So, we'll see how long it takes for that to occur. Anyway, he tries to put up a bit of a shield. We've taken care of that. We've lost some of our health, but don't worry, that gets restored at the end of every fight, so that's not a problem. And yes, a shield, attack. He comes in, attacks us. With that much shielding, he's doing nothing to us. Attack, block, attack. And there we go. We get a giant pile of extra money for finishing off the fight, and as a result, we now get to spend the money before moving on to the next encounter. So, yes, it is, a fantasy roguelike just exclusively managed via a slot machine. So, okay. If I wanted to, I could make the coin better. Spend 9 coins now, but then, when the coin does show up, it's going to generate more gold. Though, as I was saying, this game's also got critical hits, which basically is what happens if you happen to get all 3 of the same thing lined up. So, if you do, you gain a bonus 6 times multiplier. Same applies to the shield, same applies to the sword. So, if you get lucky, potentially you could do a lot of damage, gain a lot of armor, or make a ridiculous amount of money. So, up here, we can add stuff to these symbols on the reels or whatnot. Down here, power-ups like, artifacts that modify the game in some way. So, okay, max health up by 25, not bad at all. Or a punch that does not much damage, but could stun the enemy and prevent them from doing something. But it also costs, $20 to use, so I could use it every turn, but, I can't possibly afford to do so. Alternatively, critical successes grant a respin of the current wheel. So you get a crit, but you also get to spin that wheel again and get a second result. So it's pretty good, but I can't afford it. So you know what? I am going to invest in money. So coin bag. 1 to 4 coins. You know what? I'm going to take that and I'm going to regret it because now, I've only got 1 attack versus, 2 sources of money. So I'm also going to take a massive blade. Way more powerful. The crit is not as good, but this one comes with a skill check. So, right, we're now moving on to Mothgol, who does a bit of physical attacking, but also way more magic. Magic bypasses a shield. So, money bag, shield, coin. So, right, we're going to be swimming in money, that we got unlucky there. Though, yes, Mothgall hits pretty hard. So, oh, we almost got a crit there. So, right, as you go through the game, more powerful items, it's not just a case of pushing stop. There's tiny skill checks. So, on this occasion, yeah, you've got to press go as the McGibble gets right to the top. Otherwise, you're not going to get the full amount of damage. Problem is, my reflexes are really, really bad. So, go. That was terrible. But okay, I've got a second attempt here. And go. That was better than a tiny bit more money. He comes in. The shield blocks the physical attack, but his magic keys are wearing me down. So, right. Then we've got a little bit of damage, loads of money. But yes, money doesn't count for much if I'm dead, which I feel like I'm about to be, so I may have made some bad decisions here. So, there's money. There's some shielding. Really have got to nail this right now, so go! That was pretty good. Like a 28, though. Need to finish him off, like this turn. And money is not going to do it, so right, basically I'm about to die. But that's fine, because when I say a minimalistic, tiny micro-roguelike, yes, I really do mean it. So, like, runs are supposed to be about this short. But you know what? That's a-okay, because right now, the game is largely down to luck. But we can start rigging the deck in our favour a bit. For example, if I spend 25 chips and you get chips just for playing the game as you go, I can gain a tiny bit of healing every single turn. But yes, for the moment, other upgrades are a tiny bit too pricey, so, okay. Back to a new game. Now we've got some healing going on, which is great. And also, I get to choose what weapons I want to start off with, so, yeah. I feel like in a way, the shields might not be that helpful. Like, it's just filling up a slot that could be an actual attack. So, I'm gonna say, start with, yeah, that massive blade we already flipping had. Then, rusty dagger, that's fine too. And also, a coin, because it would be nice to have some money coming in. And yeah, now we should be getting a way more attacks in, so just go, and that was terrible. But still, we're doing a lot of damage to him. We heal at the end of the fight anyway, so almost a crit. So close right there. That was terrible. Absolutely terrible. So, right. Keep on keeping on. Also, bear in mind I am healing up as we go too, so I'm determined to get one. Not even close to a crit there. Dear oh, the big deal. Right, keep on keeping on. Attack him. If we're lucky, we can get this right about. There we go. That was a crit. Loads of damage right there. So, okay. I've got $14, which is good. Meaning I could just afford to make the massive blade even better. Or give myself a permanent lifesteal, which is pretty good. I can't afford a mirror, so all symbols will be executed twice next turn. Use once a turn, but cost $30 to use. Dear oh flipping dear. Let's just get, yes, the big blade to be more powerful. And now we're back with Mothgall. But this time, okay, don't need money right now. Also, you may notice, by the way, when, like, attacks occur, some dice just get rolled over here, and if they, like, come down in particular matching patterns, you get extra free money, because there's just random extra gambling, because why not? And I don't need money right now, game. I could do it like, less money and more attacking. But still, we are healing, which is fine. So, right, we really need to get this right. That was pretty good. So, yeah, we are actually, like, ahead right now once we factor in the healing I've got going on. So, right, two nice, easy, reliable hits there. So, this is going to be down to the wire at this point. So, right. Okay. I've got two chances to get this right, and go! Oh, flippin' yeah! Heal up, get myself some tokens, and get myself some money. So, right, I could upgrade the coin to get some more coins going forward. You can take a bow and an arrow. So, yeah, 10 physical damage could stun the enemy, but also has a skill check, or poison blade. Barely any damage, but poison on the enemy. Okay, not bad. Alternatively, a stake. 20 health restoration. I can use it every turn. It costs nothing to use. Yeah, you know what? I'm taking that. That's pretty good. John, you should probably have, like, read the other things first. But, yeah. Now I've got, like, healing coming in from the stake and just my character. I can tank a lot more than I used to. So, right. We are now taking on the Hammer Goblin. So, right. Just to do some stuff to him and go. That was pretty good. So, okay. Good start. And yeah, then I can choose this thing if I want to, but I don't need to because, yeah, I've not taken any damage. So he's coming in with, yeah, some attacks, like 3 physical attacks. So, right, just going for that. That's a pretty good bloody hell. That Mega Hammer did the job. I can also heal up. So, okay. Now we're in control. Okay, I've got good healing going on. So, yeah, we should be able to... Gosh darn it, he's just alive. So, yeah, just keep carrying on, because I'm not sure, like, if he could get crits. I don't think the enemy can get crits. That's just, a thing I can do. So, right, just another crit if we... No, that wasn't a crit, but it was good enough anyway. So, right. I've now got to $24. That's a good, solid amount. So, dagger being better, a coin bag, all the shields. Honestly, I'm kind of tempted to just say, yeah, bonus physical damage, because that's all I've got right now, I assume. Like, wacky people with, yeah, swords and whatnot, that's physical. So, yeah, bonus physical, bonus base health, that is A-okay. So, keep on keeping on. We're now taking on a Krabator. And this guy's got, yeah, health and also armor, like way more than me. So, right, in we go. See if we can just get that. Oh, that's beautiful right there. The armor is already gone. Yeah, if I want to, I can use my stake, but I don't need to right now. So, oh, blimey. That is a lot of damage, but if we can just, like, get some good crits in. Oh, yeah. Now I've got the actual flow going on. Now we're good. So, right, he comes in, hits me flipping hard, but I may be able to finish him off right now, and not quite, but yeah, I've got plenty of healing, which is A-okay. So, yeah, now we just need any physical attack. That will be fine. Didn't even need a crit there. That was wildly unnecessary, but okay. $19, I could just afford to make the massive blade even better. Or big biceps. 100% physical damage when rolled. And critical bonus carries over to the next turn. So, right. If I actually, yeah, have this on a wheel, then everything else on that wheel does, like, double damage. That's pretty good, Meanwhile, a mace is, yeah, pretty good, together with maybe stunning the enemy. I could make the cheese better, just give myself even more health. A punch I cannot afford to use. Or a crossbow. That's not so expensive, but yeah, 30 physical damage I could just do at the end of a turn as an emergency. It's not bad. I'm going to take the big bicep. So yeah, I've now got 4 things that could, in theory, show up. And I can't afford anything else, so that is fine. And thus we begin taking on the Queen of Snakes. So, 320 hit points. Coin, I don't need coins. That is not a good start. Okay. Nothing I can functionally do right now. She comes in with a big attack, but that is fine. Okay, this is precisely not what I need. This is bad. This is the problem with, yes, the coins. I need to finish her off, like, now. And okay. If I get this right, with you in play, I might be able to just kill the Queen of Snakes right now. Okay, that was not a crit. That wasn't a crit either. Oh, I think I'm about to die. Okay, because, yes, if I just try and do a bit of healing now. We did better, damn it. And I've also now got enough chips to, yeah, give myself even more in the way of cheats. So, either, yeah, more healing, or alternatively, yeah, more resistance to physical or magic. Though if I really saved up, 4 wheels. that would be pretty good, yes, though presumably that would make criticals, way harder to achieve. So, in a way, that could be a bad thing. I'll take, the bonus healing right there. So, right, we've now got even more healing going on. What I'm going to do on this occasion is, yes, not just drop the shield, I'm going to drop the coin as well. So, Massive Blade, Dagger, though actually do I even want the Dagger? I mean, the hammer is, 10 and 10, which is pretty good. That's 15. Yeah, you know what? We'll take the hammer, which is fine, because that could stun the enemy, and the poison blade too. So I'm just taking 3 weapons. Like, everything is going to be an attack. I've got no shield. The only money I've got coming in is from killing enemies. So that is fine. Honestly, I think this is going to work out. You see, now I can get bloody critical hits. Zero flipping dear. So, where were these, just a moment ago, John? You were panicking against, yes, the Snake Queen, weren't you? Yes, you were. So, okay. Just to go in, hit you. There's some money, so I've got $10 anyway. Though this does mean, I can't afford to, upgrade my Massive Blade immediately. So there is a downside to this. Though, I'll take the cheese again just for bonus health. That syncs quite nicely with the fact that, my healing is percentage-based. So, right. Me and Mothgull are now just going to smash each other, which is beautiful. There's a crit. So, right, you're down to under half already, thanks to the poison. Beautiful. So, okay. This is working pretty nicely for the time being. You come in for one more attack. No trouble, buddy. You're going to regret the lack of money at some point because, I'm getting very small amounts of cash right now and I cannot afford important upgrades. So instead, I'm going to take, well then again, I'm going to take the coin back. I feel like I need more flipping money. I feel like that's important. So, 3 weapons and 1 source of money. So, in we go. Beautiful. That's still pretty good. But I feel like now, this guy's coming in with some big attacks, but we've got a lot of attacks coming back in too. So, right. That's pretty good. We're doing fine for the time being. He's just coming in with many attacks. That is A-okay, and almost a money crit there, but not quite a money crit. Okay. He's doing, a decent amount of damage to us, but we're under control. So there we go. More money, and that was terrible, John. Just terrible. So, right, we can definitely take this. I'm going to have a little bit more, and, more money right there. So, okay. Now we've got a lot more money. Possibly money is worth taking along. Yes. Now, I'll tell you what, a potion for, 40 health healing for only $10. It's not terrible, but I feel like the cheese might be a better idea. And the poison blade could be upgraded, but that increases damage and not poison, which kind of feels like that's not a sensible thing to do. So, I'll take the cheese. But if I buy the potion, I won't be able to. Then again, I won't be able to afford it straight away. But I will be able to afford it after, 1 money bag shows up. So, okay. Crab Tories next. So that is fine. So, right, just to go in there and go. Not bad at all. And he's now poisoned. Poison bypasses armor. Do not need to be, using the potion just yet anyway, because, we're actually healing pretty effectively. There's more money and terrible. Just terrible. But the poison is doing, pretty good work here. If we get into trouble, I can use the potion. But I'm healing very nicely right now. I've also not had a single crit so far, which is, at this point, quite frankly, just unlikely. But go! Lovely. Very well done. There's poison. There's more poison. So, right. You are now going to come in and try and attack me. So, I think we're ready for the Queen once again. Am I in a better position this time? I mean, if I could get the crits against her, possibly, it's hard to say. Healing spell. I mean, that's not a terrible idea, is it? I've got $21. So the cheese could get it even better. Okay. Or the blade could get better. I can't afford both. but I could afford, wow, the blade and also a healing spell. I think that would be a good compromise. So, okay, we've now got 5 things, meaning, yeah, there's now less weapons showing up, which is probably bad, but we're just going to try and make it work. So, money, poison, healing. Literally not what I needed at all. And this time, obviously, I can get a flipping crit. And I can't afford, yeah, my potion right now, so... not a good start. Not a good start at all. So, this time... okay. Bare minimum. We are, like, slowly wearing it down. But once again, no money for potion. I think I can take, like, 2 more hits. So, right. Lots of poison. Which is nice, reliable damage. But... I feel like, yes, the big weapons are not showing up enough right now. Never mind, I couldn't take 2 more hits. I feel like I diluted my weapon loadout too much there. Okay, lesson learned. Money, good thing, because otherwise, yes, you can't, like, you know, do upgrades very early on. I feel like, yeah, the massive blade, though a bit of a gamble, does work. And I feel like the poison blade is reliable for, like, you know, consistently stacking damage over time. But I'm also going to take the coin, but leave the shield. So, right, step 1, adjust it back over to the Ignite, and in a perfect world, you get, like, you know, many coins and no attacks during this fight. Because I could basically just tank this guy all day, so it would be ideal to get as many coins as possible. But unfortunately, yeah, that's not going to. John, don't get attacks. Like, deliberately slow this fight down. Get the coins. Like, you know, this is going to be... okay, no, that's fine. So just a tiny tax, though, the poison we can't avoid. Game. Come on. Need the coins here, so... almost a crit, but not quite. Then the poison gets him, so, okay. 12, which is not bad. I could take a coin bag. I think there's an argument for saying, yeah... focus on money in the early stages, then you'll be swimming in money by the time the hard stuff shows up. And then you could, in theory, just, like, you know, get rid of the money later, once it's more than paid for itself. Like, this coin bag is going to pay for itself multiple times over. That is fine. So, over to Mothgall, and yeah, my objective now is to make a giant pile of money, and it's not bad as a starting point, so yeah, money comes in, and yeah, with the amount of healing I've got right now, I can keep this fight going for some time. So, right, just go in, whack you, poison doing its work. Yeah, we're going to easily win this fight these days. That is fine. I would love to get, like, you know, just 1 crit. Like, at this point, it is statistically weird we've not had a single crit during this entire run. I swear they exist, okay? This is 100% a real mechanic. I didn't make this up, okay? So, right, just keep working on him. Beautiful. There's a crit, and there is the poison to finish him off. So, right. $31. Now, that is pretty bloody good. So, yeah. Take the massive blade. Take vampirism, because presumably, yeah, that's a percentage of a damage done. And the blade is going to be doing up to, like, 45 damage if I get it right. So, yeah. That's pretty good. So, okay. Keep on keeping on. So at this point, yeah, the amount of health regen should be ludicrous, which is fine. So you're taking a poison damage. You come in with your 3 attacks. We've seen that before. That's a-okay. Almost a crit, once again, so, right, just to come in with a big old attack there, so, there we go. We actually get our health back straight away. Yeah, we are winning very happily at this point, so, right, 1, 2, and 3. Once again, no crits. Maybe I dreamed crits, maybe they don't exist. So, okay. Once again, John, you should really, like, you know, slow down fights you're winning. Because you want to, like, you know, deliberately make them drag out to get more coins. Oh, and this I like. If I take, yeah, the Ritual Dagger, 10/10 for physical and magic. But also, lifesteal. You know what? I'm gonna take that. I think that's pretty good. And I've still got, yeah, $15. So, okay. Bonus attack next turn. The punch I need to pay for, or, yeah, take the cheese. The cheese is solid. So, okay. Next, the crab tour. So I'm feeling pretty good going into this. So, right, just if we can get a crit. Beautiful. Tiny bit of money coming in too. And yeah, we get some health back immediately. But more importantly, we're going to get, yeah, most of our health back just by virtue of whacking him. So, at this point, yeah, slow the fight down, John. Slow it down. Like, deliberately do a 0 damage with the big attack. Because you could deal with this. This is fine. So, yeah. This time, just do a little bit of there we go! A crit! I told you, crits exist. So, right. We murder him, thanks to the crit there. Beautiful. But next turn, yeah. It's the flipping Snake Queen. So this is maybe the point where we actually want to remove a coin. That's what we're going to do. So now, yeah, 3 out of the 4 are like, you know, weapons and whatnot. I could also give myself a bonus health. The steak. The steak was good. Between my vampirism, the cheating healing we're getting, and the steak that's just free, I mean, I think that's going to be tough to beat, actually. Yeah. You know what? I think this time we've got a chance. So, Queen of Snakes. If we could get a crit, that would be... This is not the time for money. Not the time for money at all. So, right. Okay, doesn't matter. It's fine. Keep on keeping on. Queen of Snakes comes in, does a fair whack of damage, but we get some of it back, which is fine. So yeah, we get some healing straight away. And I can also heal up, so... okay, if we're back to full health after she attacks us, that is a very promising start indeed. So, right, that comes in, and this time... Go! Oh, yeah. Oh, flipping yeah, though... this time we didn't heal up fully. Actually, you know what? Never mind. Thanks to the meat, we do. So, okay. We're in control. We are in control, though. Are you getting stronger with, like, every attack? Because I feel like you might be. I'm a tiny bit concerned about that, actually. So, okay, this needs to be... Oh! Oh, flippin' yeah! Oh, flippin' yeah! That's good. That's good. Up to... What are you about to do, by the way? Because I'm concerned you're getting stronger. No, you're healing. She's trying to heal. Okay, that's fine. We need... Oh, yeah, here we go. If I just don't fluff this, we've got her. So, go! It's pretty good. And then this just needs to be sort of decent, because she is a bit poisoned too. So, go! I think the poison's got her. We have successfully defeated the Queen of Snakes. So, okay. I could make the Massive Blade even better. I've got 28, so consider what I want to spend this on. Because I could just afford Massive Blade upgrade and also the boots. Yep, I'm going to take that. I think a passive, permanent upgrade, that's solid. So, we have successfully beaten, yes, level 1, the Plains of Pain, meaning we now move on to the Black Cemetery. So the Beggar King once commanded an army of thieves. He tells stories of the Grand Siege on the Citadel, the Battle of Coon. But now he guards the cemetery gates, smoking cigarettes and counting the moons. So, okay, we move over to the Black Cemetery. Things are now like, you know, all blue and whatnot. And yes, we're taking on whatever that thing is, like a bigger cemetery squid. So, yeah, this thing should hit really bloody hard, especially with a crit. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So, right, we can't heal. We're at full health. He comes in for suspiciously small amounts of damage, actually. What are you doing, buddy? Why did you just, like, you know, not hurt me that much? I'm not 100% sure, but okay, another crit. Beautiful. The poison damage doesn't quite finish you off, so... seriously, what are you doing? that was more. I think he's getting stronger each turn. So, right, just get in with one final attack here. There we go. He goes down. No trouble. So, right. I feel like we could upgrade the coin bank, given that's now my only source of money. Got, yeah, 14. So I can't really afford more than one thing that's really meaningful. Yeah, I'll take the coin bank. I'm going to take that gamble right now. So, right. Now there's a skinless walker, which is a very fancy way of saying skeleton, but whatever. So, right. Poison you. There's money. Beautiful. He comes in with, yeah, by the looks of it, 49 physical. Which, oh, times 2, as it turns out. So, right. We can deal with that for now. Money is coming in en masse, though that wasn't much in the way of, yeah, vampirism there, but that's fine. So, okay. I think for now, we can deal with this guy. This build is, you know, sort of working. In fact, actually, under the circumstances, I'd be willing to consider slowing down the fight and just accepting the money. Because I feel like we are under control, though, 64. We can't slow it down that much because he is, yes, definitely getting stronger as time goes by. See, and he comes with 64 times 2, 69, yeah. He is getting stronger. Though we are poisoning him, so that's fine. And then, yeah, we're just about keeping ahead of his attacks for the time being. Yeah, one more here, just a little bit more in that regard. Beautiful. Okay. But $41. That's a lot. So, yeah. I'd say even more vampirism and even more cheese. Then again, the coin bank's been doing well. Like, you know, having lots of money doesn't hurt. Could I afford... Actually, you know what? I can afford both of them. That is A-okay. So, right, keep on keeping on. The Cleaver. So, right, you're going to do 57 damage up front, possibly times 2. You got 400 health. So, that's not bad as a starting point, so just get to here. And do, like, you know, something to you, which is fine. Just one, actually. But yeah, once again, you're getting stronger, but that is A-okay. We're making a good amount of money. That was a terrible timing. But yeah, for now... we're under control. We can, like, you know, weather the storm pretty effectively. So just poison him times a lot. Though, honestly, yeah, as the enemies get more and more health, the poison is becoming a little bit more underwhelming. Possibly we want to get rid of the poison knife at some point. Like, that's not really doing the job, I don't think. Yeah, especially next to this thing. Like, the big sword, that's getting the job done. So, right, don't even need to heal on this occasion. He's coming in. We're under control. So, okay, basic attacks, even more money. He takes the poison. We could heal, but we don't need to, so yeah. I feel like, actually, we're onto a good thing here. We might be able to ride this build all the way out to the boss. And if we get the crits with the big sword, we might just be okay. So, question is, do I want to go over to, yeah, 4 out of 5... on weapons. It might not be a bad idea, especially given that stun. But I'm also reducing the chance of getting a crit. I'm going to take it. And the cheese, so we're out of money. And presumably, right. The Snatcher. Are you the final boss, or is there a boss beyond you? Presumably we're supposed to be taking on, like, you know, that mysterious king who was mentioned. So probably you're not the final boss. No. So, right. Let's just see what you're planning to do, buddy. Shield. An attack for, ooh, 106. That's a big step up, actually. But if we're lucky, oh, hang on. Right. We've got to, like, you know, aim on this occasion, and there we go. He gets stunned. So, right. He doesn't get to do anything this turn. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So, right. He's stunned. Doesn't attack me. And now he's coming in for 50 magic, which is honestly not particularly worrying, and that's not much, but he's poisoned again. So, okay. this is going pretty well so far. So, yeah, 50 magic keys, nothing. And we just come in for you. And then if we can just get you, there we go. Nice, a crit there. And then, oh, flipping yeah. The crit on the Mega Sword is ridiculous. So, right. Ritual Dagger would be more damage. What can I afford? Oh, basically nothing, because I've got only 12. So, right. I think we just need to move on, because all I could do would be buy the big biceps or the bow. And I feel like, no. I'm better with... right! The Butcher of Call. Call was mentioned. I think possibly you're the boss of Area 2. Oh, and we're starting off with a flipping crit. I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad at all, though. Yeah. That doesn't feel like the best crit, in a way. Blimey, 146 damage coming in. Okay. So, that hurts. That hurts a lot, and... oh, this is not ideal. Because... these are not my most powerful weapons, so... yo, that was a miss, but we still got the stun. We still got the stun, which we needed. Because, yeah, we didn't get much vampirism this turn. That stun just saved my cocking life. I need the big weapons. Where are the cocking big weapons? This is not ideal. But that mace has been amazing. So, you are poisoned, but... 156. I'm gonna survive this turn, but only... cocking it just okay. The big stuff. If I could get big hits off of this, the vampirism could save me. So this needs to be possibly a pair of crits. So okay. And go! That was not a crit. This really needs to be a crit. Go! That's not bad, but it's not enough. It's not even close to enough. He's coming in with 153, so, yeah. Tragically, despite our best efforts, we're going down to the Butcher of Call. Possibly shields would have been a good idea, actually, yes. But anyway, next time we run into him, I will be even more resistant to physical attacks. Not bad at all, though... yes, as you may have noticed, many of these little cheaty McGibbles are not currently available. Because this game isn't actually out yet. This is, yes, a demo that just came out. So, the downside is, yes, there's probably not much beyond that final boss at this point. I think I saw only the first 2 levels were in the demo. But on the plus side, that means you could go and play this right now for free. Link in the description below, and you know what? I will say, I think, yes, this is another winner right here. Islanders was a great stripped-down reimagining of a city builder, and this is a really fun way of doing a micro-roguelike. I've had a great time playing this, so, yes, as a demo, well worth a look-see. If you think it looks interesting, give it a wishlist, because, as I understand it, for indie devs in particular, that makes a huge amount of difference on Steam, so... yes, well worth a look-see, I'd say, and when the game comes out in full, maybe, just maybe, we'll give it a look-see at that point as well. So let me know if you'd be interested, and we shall flipping see. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been the delightful Slots and Daggers. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Captain John's awesome wait, hang on. That was supposed to be a pirate pun, but it actually comes across more as an arse pun, doesn't it? And that's really creepy for a theme park. Let's not do that, actually. There we are, Captain John's non-sexual pirate adventure. That's better, just to make sure people understand.